All right, guys, we're gonna begin by sitting up in our seats in a comfortable position. So get comfy. And even while you're preparing for meditation, just start to wind down a little bit, allowing your body to know that it's time to relax just for a little bit. You can get back to doing anything you have on your to-do list after meditation's over. Try to give yourself permission to use this time to be very intentional and allow it to be a moment by moment experience. All the way down to your feet, you can adjust your body as you need to. Begin to notice the parts of your body that are connected to the ground beneath you or your seat beneath you. Also notice the clothing on your body and how it touches the skin. If you need to make any adjustments, go for it. Allow the breath to come in through the nose. And you can choose for the breath to leave the nose or leave the mouth. Just bring the breath through your nose for this practice. And while we're here in the breath, let's begin to maybe close our eyes. And I started to follow the breath in through the nostrils, using your mind's eye as a way to just kind of follow the breath. And just notice where it goes to inside the body. And then on the exhale, you can follow it back out. And notice where it goes to again. And do this for about 5 breath cycles, just noticing the inhale of the breath, following it through your mind's eye to wherever it feels most comfortable, and then following it back out. On your next inhale in, we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit to bring the breath a little bit further, maybe just an inch. See if we can go for an inch deeper, using our mind's eye to allow our imagination to guide us. And then on the exhale, let's allow for every last bit of breath that's in the body to completely release. Navel touching the spine. And see if that maybe allows for your breath to go a little bit further out the body. Again, breathing in, trying to breathe in just a little bit deeper. And then on the exhale, allowing even more air to completely exit the body, so much so you're completely empty. And for the next 5 breath cycles, just continue to watch this process, building a little bit more with each breath. On your next inhale, we're going to go a bit deeper and we're going to follow our imagination. Our next breath is going to travel all the way to our toes. And see if you can allow this breath to somehow make it to your toe body, your feet, your toes. And when you're here, I just want you to pause for a moment and be very aware of the pause. And then on the exhale, follow the breath back out the body, all the way up, out through the nose. And allow for the out breath to be longer than the in breath. So take your time until all the breath exits the body. And when you do your inhale in, allow yourself to just have the momentum to build up to get to your feet. On the exhale out, it's maybe double time. We'll do a few together. Inhale, we're going to breathe into our feet body all the way to our toes. Feel the breath really pull through, imagine in your mind's eye, traveling through each cell in your body, through all your muscles and veins and body parts. Pause for a moment. And then on the exhale, we're going to slowly release, following the journey back up, a little bit more detail here on the exhale as we continue to release the air all the way up through the chest and the neck, the face, and out through the nose or the mouth until the navel touches the spine. Inhale and breathe in, filling back up with that air, allowing for the air to come down through the body, through the lungs, the belly, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the legs, the lower legs, the ankles, and the toes. Pause for a moment. And then exhale slowly, being more detailed. Maybe moseying through the legs, the knees, the thighs, the belly, the heart, chest, arms, neck, and then out through the nose and the mouth until the navel touches the spine and all the stale air is out of the body. And do this about 5 more times, breathing in. And remember, these breaths do not have to be with force. You're using your mind's eye to help guide you along. And then when you're ready, you can go through that process of exhale and just do your best through each breath. On your next breath in, we're going to now completely allow our body to be in the vision of our mind's eye. And based on the breath that runs through the body, just get a sense of how your body feels right now. Allowing the breath to be your guide. Before, our mind's eye was the guide for our breath, and now our breath is the guide for our body. And see if you can begin at your feet and do a self-guided body scan all the way to the crown of the head, beginning at the toes, traveling up through the ankles, the legs, the hips, belly, chest, shoulders, arms, and hands, the neck, the face, and the full shape of the head. And take about 15 breath cycles to be your guide, starting at your feet and scanning your body without this need to judge, without any opinion, noticing any images or impressions that rise up for you, any sensations, any pleasant or even unpleasant feelings. And take your time and do your best to not get attached to any one thing, just keeping in mind that your breath is your guide and it's fluid. And should your mind wander at any point, gently come back to the breath with your focus in your mind's eye, and then pick back up on the body where you left off. And you can begin now. I'm gonna tap the bowl. And you can start your body scan. At least 15 breath cycles. Continue to breathe through the process of the body scan. Nothing to do and nowhere to go but to continue to ride this wave of breath. This wave of breath that's in complete focus, completely guided. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to just for a moment reflect on this part of the body scan. Noticing any parts that stick out to you. Anything that maybe drew in your attention. a little bit more dominant than others. And give yourself the opportunity, with the most care and compassion that you've ever imagined that you can give to somebody. And if you like, you can place a hand here if it helps. Or you can just really use your focus of your mind's eye to bring your full attention and awareness to that place on the body. And mind you, this does not mean that it's a pleasant or an unpleasant sensation that you felt or that took your attention during the practice. Without judgment or opinion, you're just going to the most dominant place. And you start to bring your awareness, using your breath as a guide, to this place. And for the next few moments, just kind of sit here. Allow it to speak. Maybe not in the language of words, but just in any sensations or imagery or even emotions that might be present. And you're just going to sit with it for a few moments and allow for whatever's there to be embraced and greeted with your compassion and your love and understanding. Allow each breath to completely fill the space with those emotions of love and compassion and understanding. And as you continue to breathe into this space, see if you can allow the sense of friendliness to accept whatever it is that's there. And completely embrace it with a sense of excitement, enjoyment even a little bit. We have to think that even when, or even if our friend is experiencing something unpleasant, that the fact that we just love them and love to be around them is enough for us to still feel a sense of enjoyment in their presence. Not at their expense, obviously, but just this idea of friendship. Just this idea that we're in company of people that we love and we care about. See if you can offer that to yourself right now. And obviously, if something is exciting and fun or something we're celebrating, we love that too when we're with our friends. We love to embrace that moment and share those moments. So in either sense, allow yourself to completely just be excited to be here and be present with this part of you. Breath by breath, completely accepting Breathing in and breathing out as your guide. And remember, you have control of your breath. If you like to go a little bit deeper with the breath, to offer something a little stronger, you can do so. If you want to go a little bit lighter, you can just go a little bit lighter with the breath. Or you can allow your natural breath to just be here. You choose the temperature. And for the rest of this class, we're going to allow those periods of compassion and kindness and acceptance to not just be where this dominant place is, but to disseminate across the whole body, from the feet to the crown of the head, below the surface of the skin, into our emotional body as well, and our mental body. And just see it in this present moment, using the present moment now as your place to anchor to. If you can add to the quality of this present moment those emotions and feelings and excitement as a friend to yourself until the practice is over and until I ring the singing bowl. Continue to use the breath as a guide, but allow the breath to guide you with your body into the present, breath by breath, moment by moment, with the attitudes of compassion, love, kindness, acceptance, and excitement for all parts of you. If you like to continue to meditate, you may do so if you like by leaving the session out. Otherwise, I will ring the singing bowl and we will close class together. Take a few more breaths in as you regain focus, maybe opening your eyes in a gentle way. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel free to take all part in this practice with you. And thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. And namaste. Thank you.